you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Bulldog, just getting out of the town hall, and we had some pretty big piece of alpha that was dropped today. I had to jump in and talk about it. We have a new ability that is coming to the game, and I'm very curious to see how this impacts things. So, we have, back up a little bit, we have 12 new reward cards coming to the game. Let's go ahead and jump over. Let's show you some of the artwork for these guys. Here is some of the artwork for the new cards that are coming to the game. It's a vampire theme. These 12 new reward cards will be coming to the game when the new reward structure drops end of May, beginning of June. So they said it's going to, once it's ready, it will go into play for the start of the next season. So I don't think it's going to be here in time for this upcoming season. We've got, I mean, we're halfway through the current season. It's almost over. So I think it's going to be in for the season after that. So we're looking at, it's like June 1st or somewhere around there. That's an approximate date. So I'll get myself back on the screen here. So with a whole new structure, there's going to be a lot of economy changes. A lot's coming. Part of it is these new reward cards. I'm not going to go into the economy too much. We've talked about that in the past. I want to talk about this new ability that we are getting. And they don't even have a name. They don't even have a name for it yet. It is currently in the development phase called Reflect Shield. That's like the code name as we dive behind the scenes. Code name Reflect Shield. And we don't know if it's going to stay the same. They kind of sounded like they wanted to come up with something better. But what that is going to do, it is going to prevent damage from thorns, return fire, reflect, as is in the name, and blast. Maybe even backfire. Somebody asked about backfire. They said on the town hall, those that were on the town hall didn't know for sure. So maybe backfire, maybe some others we're not entirely sure, but that's kind of the concept. You're preventing some of this return damage, splash damage. And this is going to be absolutely huge. And I mean, some of it might depend on how many there are. Now, the way I interpreted how they said this, again, I don't have inside information here. I don't know. It kind of sounded like all 12 reward cards were going to have this ability. I don't know if that's accurate. I'm not very confident at all that that's accurate, so don't take that and run with it. But that's kind of the impression that I got. But regardless, this is going to be a new ability that's coming that's going to be meta changing. I mean, those are big time teams. We saw when Amplify was added specifically. When they added Amplify with the Chaos rewards and the Chaos set, Amplify was huge. One of the best cards in the game is Queen Mycelia. That's got that Amplify. Has turned Mylor in from mainly just a beginner card, maybe a melee only card, to Mylor teams are some of the most powerful lineups in the game right now. You had Thorns, you had the Amplify, to increase that damage, throw in somebody like Almo that's also got Reflect and Return Fire, add in Unveiled Summoner that's got some Reflect in there. You can build some small mana lineups. It is that's a huge team. And this if you can go around that now, this can be meta changing. Blast, I don't have to talk about Blast, do I? You guys know how powerful Blast is. Jotun is one of the best summoners in the game because he gives everybody Blast. That's a super strong card. And yeah, there are some counters to it, but we've never had a way to just block that Blast damage. Now we will. And I don't know, is this going to reduce the amount of these teams that you see? It might depend on what else is with the card as well. But I'm very, very curious. I cannot wait for these to get here. I am absolutely excited to see what these cards can do, how they change the game, because I think it could potentially be huge. And I love it. I love this approach. They have basically, the team identified some things that needed counters. Some of the strongest teams in the game, some of the strongest lineups in the game, and ask, okay, how can we scale these back instead of just nerfing the cards? Because I much prefer this method. Instead of just nerfing the cards, let's introduce some cards that can counter them, that make them so they're not quite as powerful. And I think this is going to be a great way to do it, because I don't see any way that this becomes overpowered either. Because it's not like, it's not like you can just throw these cards out there and they're going to be doing so much extra damage, or you're not going to be able to get through them, or it's something that's extremely powerful. It's extremely powerful against the right cards, but they could also be completely useless. This ability, and again, I shouldn't say the cards can be completely useless because I don't know what else is going with the cards, but the ability could potentially be useless if there's no thorns, no blasts, none of those cards out there. So the way to counter it is just to not play those other cards, right? Go with a different team. And then they're wasting an ability on something that's not being used. So I don't see it being overpowered, but I see it being a very nice counter tool to some of the other teams that we have out there. And I'm very excited to see that. I think that's going to be good for gameplay. We'll see what else they've got. I mean, there's some cards that look pretty interesting here. The one I'm most excited about is the assassin, right above the assassin looking card. That when I play, I'm always kind of the rogue character, the stealthy assassin, the archer, that type of thing. And I don't know. I feel like that's going to be the card that I want. Hopefully it's a good card. Hopefully it's a legendary card. I think they've actually dropped some info about her on the town hall previously, and I can't remember. I'm not looking back to see what that was, but I'm excited to see some of these. And they did drop a few other pieces of info before I go. I guess one main new piece of info. There's a lot more artwork. I've left this artwork up here, but there is more art that they dropped. If you guys go to the Discord, go to the eye candy. That's where we kind of put all of the alpha drops that are there as far as the visuals, and that's pretty cool. So I highly recommend going there. But they did also release the order of the legendary summoners that are coming out. We know life is next. We've all been waiting to see the life stats. Everybody's tuning in each town hall. Are they dropping the life stats today? No, they didn't drop that today, but they did tell us the order of that the summoners are coming. It's going to be life, fire, water, earth, death, and dragon. That is going to be the order that they come. As for when they come, it's it's every million packs we sell. So I don't know. Could the pace we're going at right now? It's gonna take a while. But we've got the whole new reward update, the whole new economy update that's coming there. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think there's certainly a chance that the price of these chaos cards skyrocket, because you're not gonna be able to earn as much if you're using the starter cards. You're gonna want to go out and get an actual copy of those cards. So if earnings go up, the value of cards go up. If people now need these chaos cards or some of these starter cards and they drive up the price of the cards a little bit, if the price of the cards go up, then the pack starts selling faster because it becomes cheaper to buy the pack instead of going and buy the cards, right? Or people that like to flip them will go buy them and sell them on the market. And who knows, maybe with this new update that can speed up some of the sales and we'll get through some of these. Maybe we could, I don't know, who knows. And once we get toward the end, then they'll all, because of the prices of packs have always gone up once they sell out, right? So you start to approach the end, and then pack sales will really pick up as people are like, okay, I want to flip these, but I don't want to wait 6 months to flip them. Well, when it looks like, okay, they're going to sell out in the next month, people are going to start loading up. So we'll see how soon we can get to that point. Who knows? Maybe it's still a while, maybe it's quick, but we do know the order that those summoners are coming now. So I don't know. I'm excited. I am absolutely excited about everything that is coming here, and these new cards with a new ability just add to that excitement. So let me know what you guys think of this new ability. Do you think it's going to be meta changing? Is it going to reduce those Mylor teams, reduce those Jotun teams? Just the threat of it being out there, is that going to help? Is there going to be a balance there where, okay, people stop playing these thorn cards and everything, so then people stop using the new ability cards, so then the thorns and the reflect and everything rises, and then I don't know. We could see some fluctuations there. You see that a lot with counter plays in the game, and it's always tough to stay on top of what's currently being played. What do we need to focus on? What do we need to try? How can we try to predict what our opponent's going to play? So it can be tough, but it's exciting and it's a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much. I've got a bunch of videos coming this week. I know I didn't get too many last week, but there's going to be some more coming this week. Some more sponsored streams this week. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. That is where we're doing a lot of the streaming. So give me a follow over there. I'll see you guys over there. Thanks a ton.